everyone, it's Josh here. It's been a little while since I've done one of these vlogs, hasn't it? I've had them in the works, but I have terrible commitment issues and don't ever finish when I start. It is 4th of July today, and we are going to Virginia Beach with our life group from church. First stop of the trip is Torchy's Tacos, which none of us have ever been to before. And one of the servers who works here was giving us the rundown, asked us if it was our first time because we all looked scared. And I didn't realize it was showing, but I am certainly scared. You always know that a taco is going to be good when it's called the trailer park. This one was recommended to me by my good friend Cinnamon Toast, so we're going to try it. Good suggestion. So this one's called the American. It's got fried chicken that's coated in potato chips and pineapple. That's about as American as it gets. My ear just popped. That's really good. It's so hard to hold these. It's so stuffed with stuff, I guess. So I was convinced that this green chili queso was not spicy. And then a minute and a half later it hit me. And now I'm feeling it. Regrets? None. I'll check back in about 10 minutes and we'll see. Big TV, nice island. Oh, we have the chef over there. Oh man, this is gonna be great. Full service. Wow. Ooh. Wow, another big TV. Little mini fridge down here. Wow, it's a nice place. And the rest of them. Oh, this is like one of those fancy desks. Oh, that's cool.
Make it go up.
Yeah, how do we make it go up?
I feel like I'm stupid doing that.
Well, it's not plugged in, that's why.
Oh, that's
Oh.
Your desk has to plug.
Now this I can get behind. I can't read the book. You're moving too quickly. Oh, it's blank. Oh, there we go. Okay. You play as a professor at a school, so not only. I don't like that Josh's face is in the video. Update here. So once we settled into the Airbnb, the girls went over to Walmart. And so we played some video games and then we had a really quick dinner because we were trying to get down here to the fireworks in Virginia Beach, which we are just now getting here. I think they started about 10 minutes ago, but obviously traffic is really bad. Now we're like speed walking to get there. So I hope we get to see something. Kind of came down to the wire whether we were actually gonna come or not because a really big storm hit all of a sudden and we didn't know like what that meant for us, if it was actually still gonna go on, but then it cleared up. So we hopped in the car super quickly and now we're here. There's a tent on this balcony. Why are they came all the way out here and then they pitched a tent? Well, it is the next day. We ended up getting back home at about 12:45, and being the adults that we are, we said, you know what, we're sleeping in. So we did that. We made some breakfast, which was really fun. And now we're at the beach. It really is the perfect day for the beach because it is so scorchingly hot right now.
Corey, do you think they'll get to 3?
Oh my word, Luke. Oh.
Is this going on YouTube?
Yeah. Cooking some teriyaki chicken or stir fry, really, from scratch. Because Asian power's gotta activate at some point. Alright, well, there is a really big storm, and this is the second time this trip that this has happened. It's stormy, but still light over there.
Yeah, it's like coming in exactly.
A man in his natural habitat on his pedestal of bricks. Oh, okay. Wow. Well, anyway, while that's happening out there, we've got everything cooking. Multiple batches, multiple pans, and a lot of bowls. So, this should work. I really hope it works. Oh my goodness. That's crazy.
I wanted to buy some property on a hill, but the price was a little.
Steve,
The lingerie thief gave the police officers the blame.
the slip.
Whoa.
I know phrases. I know phrases.
What phrase did that come up for you?
Prison walls are never built to blank.
Stay. I don't know.
I hope not.
Steel?
I have a lot of ideas about potato puns, but I don't know where to
Start.
The fisherman lost the worm from his hook, but continued fishing blank.
Unabated.
Nice!
Oh.
Two fishermen were having a discussion on politics. It opened a can of... That would have been nice.
Hey.
Who knows? Oh.
What?
Toast.
Dose.
Uh-oh. I just see her book. I was like, she talking.
What is happening?
That's Luke's book.
There we go.
Alright.
Oh, you did say blue.
Yes. You said Clementine as a response to me saying blue. I don't know what the goal was.
Oh no.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah. I guess I should move on with my life by now.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Just kidding! I shouldn't move on.
This is literally the only time I've ever won Mario Party. I'm gonna document this moment so that, because it's never gonna happen again.
I don't know what this is, but...
I can't tell where the beat is!
Oh, alright, mate.
Oh.
Play in the malls.
Oh.
Okay.
This would be great for opening music. it gets to us, okay.
Oh. I don't understand this one. Okay.
Oh gosh.
Oh. Fiddler on the hoof. Okay.
Oh, I get it.
Oh, okay, I see.
I was looking at the wrong person.
Oh!
Who's Boo?
I need to actually help the perfectionist.
Yeah, I'm sitting here marking time like I'm in band again. Like,
That was
Eddie made Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
we just finished a round of Mario Kart, and you can see that I was very in control of my emotions as I got hit and finished in 9th. So, you know.
Right behind you.
Every time you kiss me, it's like sunshine and whiskey. Chilling on the
Our food's about to get stolen. I can just feel it. And wow. And coming up to bat is the blue team. Wow.
Martha. No. Good effort. Oh yeah.
To the lighter.
Oh wow.
Yo, yeah, lift it up. Yo! Jellyfish. That's so cool.
Strange texture.
Yeah, it is. Oh, ew, my hand's all sticky now. You wanted a blueberry latte? Then another iced latte, please, with blueberry. Unsweetened blueberry.
Okay.
And that's it.
Where are you going?
Are we good to pull up?
Yeah.
On the river. Delta with Philip.
Just got told gracias at a gas station in the middle of nowhere because I think the person firmly believed I was Hispanic. this is the second time in my life that this has happened. I'm not, by the way. I will say it is very endearing though, because she was genuinely trying to be sweet. And I really did appreciate that. That was fun. We are back at the church now because we are about to run right into VBS rehearsal. So, thanks for watching and coming along on our trip with us. We'll see you next time.
Bye.